Hello, lovelies. Today we're talking about thyroid testing, and this topic is very near and dear to my heart. Why women deserve more than normal value. Are you exhausted, gaining weight without really any explanation, struggling with brain fog, feeling off in ways that you cannot explain, only to be told your thyroid tests are normal? So, if this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Thyroid disease is one of the most common health conditions in women's medicine, and it happens especially in midlife. It's also one of the most misunderstood and mismanaged conditions out there. So, you're watching straight from the doctor's desk with me, Dr. Andrea Purcell, where I specialize in natural medicine for women in midlife, the years when hormonal shifts, stress, and metabolism collide, boom, into a triple whammy. And thyroid issues tend to arise. They're often brushed aside or they're oversimplified in conventional medicine, leaving women feeling frustrated, unheard, and still searching for answers. So, today, I want to talk to you about why the standard thyroid testing approach falls short and why the one-size-fits-all model doesn't work and what you really need to know to advocate for your own health. Thyroid conditions affect more women than men. Rates rise sharply in midlife, especially during perimenopause and menopause. It's like 1 in every 3 women will develop a thyroid problem. Hormonal fluctuations put extra stress on the thyroid gland. We kind of get to a point when we get to the 5th decade of life where things start to either plateau or they go into a decline. And it's up to us to do some things and take responsibility so that we can help our body stay strong and functioning well. Many women with thyroid issues remain undiagnosed or undertreated. It's not a rare problem, ladies. It's basically a women's health crisis hiding in plain sight. And the biggest problem is testing. It's one of the reasons why thyroid disease is so frequently mismanaged, and it all comes down to testing. Conventional thyroid testing in blood work is limited. Most doctors or insurance companies only cover a TSH test, which stands for a thyroid stimulating hormone. So if that number falls into the normal range, you're told that your thyroid is fine, even if you have all the symptoms and feel miserable. Here's the problem with the TSH. It may not be fine, but it may just be in range. And then from there, the thyroid makes T4, and then T4 needs to be converted to T3. And then if someone does have a thyroid problem, they're given a medication that is only T4. So T3 is not checked, reverse T3 is not checked, thyroid antibodies are not checked, and you don't get the full picture of what is really going on with your thyroid gland. So if your TSH is high out of range, many women are prescribed thyroid hormone, which only contains T4. And we're assuming that the T4 is going to be converted to T3. T3 is the active form. Now we know what happens with assumptions. May not happen. So the labs may look normal, but you feel terrible, or you may be out of range and maybe just given T4. So conventional medicine focuses on managing disease with drugs, surgery, or synthetic hormones. They wait for a disease to happen, which means you're out of the reference ranges, and then they say, oh, now you have a problem and I can prescribe a medication for it. So conventional medicine is a lot like crisis care medicine. They don't focus on finding the problem or seeing the trends or addressing the root or preventing something from going way out of balance. They actually wait for something to go out of balance. This is why so many women in this thyroid realm feel dismissed, unheard, or just plain crazy because you're insisting that something isn't right and the doctor is just dismissing you and the labs apparently are normal. But here's the thing, you need support for the thyroid gland. You don't just need a prescription. When you start working with an alternative practitioner, then you can get the right tests run and then get the whole issue addressed from the root. So let's just talk about what really contributes to thyroid dysfunction. It's not so easy as saying, okay, I just need to replace my thyroid hormone. Thyroid health is very complex. It's a complex gland. It's influenced by many factors beyond hormone levels. And the main contributors that can affect the gland and cause it to not function well would be stress. Chronic stress taxes the adrenal glands and the thyroid gland, and it disrupts the whole hormonal system. Hormonal fluctuations like estrogen, progesterone can impact thyroid function. We could have mineral deficiencies like low iodine, selenium, zinc, and iron, which can also affect thyroid hormone production and thyroid hormone conversion from T4 to T3. Then many of us are walking around with chronic viral infections, things like Epstein-Barr virus, herpes, linked to thyroid autoimmune conditions, radiation exposure. Even small exposures of radiation over time build up in the body and they can impact thyroid tissue. Many of us are walking around with high levels of heavy metals. Metals like mercury, lead, arsenic can interfere with thyroid health. So from a holistic point of view, which is where I stand and I look out, thyroid health requires a truly holistic approach, which means running comprehensive testing, starting with TSH and then all the other ones that I listed earlier, supporting the body with nutrients and minerals that fuel thyroid function, addressing stress and adrenal balance, considering some underlying infections or toxin exposure, and then supporting overall hormone balance in midlife. And with those things in place, you can restore true thyroid health, get those antibodies down if you're dealing with Hashimoto's, and finally feel like yourself again. So if you've been told by a conventional doctor, and that's all you were, you didn't go to an alternative practitioner, that your thyroid is normal and you don't feel normal, don't give up. You're not alone. You're not imagining it. There's something going on. Because thyroid disease is vastly underdiagnosed and mismanaged. But with the right testing and a holistic approach, it is possible to uncover the root cause, restore your energy, your clarity, and your vitality. So if you're ready for answers, you don't have to settle for vague answers. Or if you're ready for specific answers, here's how to take the next step. You can book your free discovery call with me. We can review your symptoms, talk about where you're at health-wise, and see if you're a good candidate to pursue natural medicine. 2, you could join my email community. You could get my best resources each week delivered straight to your inbox on hormone balancing and natural tips and tricks, because you deserve to know what is going on with your body. So I look forward to seeing you again on another video chat, and ciao for now.